students, welcome back to data communication video lecturing session. In the previous video session, we already discussed about division operation in the case of CRC with respect to decoder and encoder block. So now in the present video session, we'll discuss about cyclic code encoder using polynomials. We can easily represent our cyclic codes using polynomials. We know that the binary digit consisting of patterns of zeros and ones. So those binary digits can be easily represented using polynomials with the coefficients of zeros and ones. So we know that the power of each term shows the position of the bit. That means the power of each term shows the position of the bit and the coefficient shows the value of the bit. So we'll take one example and we can see how we can represent the given binary digit using the polynomial. So now we'll take one binary pattern 1 0 0 0 0 1 1. So we need to represent this respective binary pattern using polynomial. So now we can write A0 as 1 into x power 0 and A1 you can write it as 1 into x power 1. Similarly, A2 we can write it as here the binary value is 0, 0 into x power 2 and A3 is 0 into x power 3. So this is A4 is 0, 0 into x power 4 and A5 once again it is 0, 0 into x power 5 and last one is 1 into x power 6. So we need to consider addition symbol or plus symbol in between. So on simplification of this pattern, we'll get this as 1 plus 0 plus this is also 0 plus 0 0 0 and here you will get x power 6. So this is 1 into this is 1 into x, so that means x. So on simplification we can write the equation as x power 6 plus x plus 1. The given code word or binary word in this case was 1 0 0 0 0 1 1. So the same thing can be represented using polynomial as x power 6 plus x plus 1. Cyclic code encoder using polynomial. So for this case, I'll use the data word as 1 0 0. So I'll take the data word as 1 0 0 1. So now I have to represent this data word using polynomial. So that is 1 into x power 0 plus 0 into x power 1 plus 0 into x power 2 plus 1 into x power 3. On simplification, we can represent this data word as x power 3 plus 1. So I can say that the data word 1001 can be represented in terms of polynomial as x power 3 plus 1. So now I'll use the divisor. That is nothing but 1 0 1 1. So once again I have to represent this divisor using polynomial. So that means 1 into x power 0, 1 into x power 1 plus 0 into x power 2 plus 1 into x power 3. So on simplification, you will get the divisor as x power 3 plus x plus 1. So therefore, the divisor 1, 0, 1, 1 can be represented as x power 3 plus x plus 1. So now we need to compute augmented data word. So usually the augmented data word can be computed by shifting the given data word by 3 bits. So that means augmented data word, that is equal to left shift the given data word by 3 bits. So either we can perform left shift operation by 3 bits, or else directly we can multiply the given data word, we need to multiply by x power 3. So which is one and the same. So now we know that the computed data word in terms of polynomial, that is equal to x power 3 plus 1, and we have to multiply by x power 3, or else we have to perform left shift the data word by 3 bits. So we will get x power 6 plus x power 3. So this is the augmented data word. So we can compute the augmented data word by the given data word by multiplying by x power 3, or else we can perform shift left operation by 3 bits. So now we need to perform the division operation with the divisor. We know that the divisor is 1, 0, 1, 1, and we can represent the divisor using the polynomial as x power 3 plus x plus 1, and the augmented data word we can write it over here. So we will get x power 6 plus x power 3. So now we have to perform the division operation, and the dividend is x power 6 plus x power 3, and the divisor is x power 3 plus x plus 1. So now I have to perform the division operation. So I will take x power 3. So I can take it as x power 6 plus x power 4 plus x power 3. So we know that while performing multiplication between the bits, so x power 3 into x power 3, x power 6, x power 3 into x power 3 into x, x power 4, x power 3 into x 1, that is x power 3. So now we have to perform the subtraction operation. So we will get x power 4 over here. So now, so I can take the value as x, that means x power 4 on multiplication will get x power 2 plus x. So reminder, you will get it as x power 2 plus x. So no more multiplication is possible. So I can take this as remainder. R. Therefore, after CRC division using polynomial, we can write the code word as augmented data word, that is x power 6 plus x, and I can consider the remainder as well, x power 2 plus x. So therefore the code word consisting of the augmented data word and the remainder r. So this is how we can compute the code word using polynomials. Cyclic code analysis. So we can analyze the cyclic code in order to find its capabilities by using polynomials. For that, so first we can define the data word as d of x and the code word as c of x, generator as g of x, syndrome as s of x, and error is nothing but e of x. So in the case of cyclic code, if the syndrome, if it is not equal to 0, one or more bits is corrupted. Suppose the syndrome, if it is not equal to 0, obviously there will be a chance of one or more bits may be corrupted. So if s of x is equal to 0, either no bit is corrupted or some bits are corrupted but decoder is failed to detect those corrupted bits. So now we will consider the cyclic code analysis. For that we already considered data word d of x, code word c of x, generator g of x, syndrome s of x, and error e of x. So now we will write what is the relationship between the received code word and the error. The received code word will be the sum of the sent code word c of x plus error e of x. So now suppose if you are dividing the received code word by the generator function g of x, so you can write the received code word divided by g of x, that is equal to c of x divided by g of x plus e of x divided by g of x. So in the right hand side we can observe that we are having two terms, c of x divided by g of x and e of x divided by g of x. Suppose if this value is equal to 0 and this value is equal to 0, I can say that the received code word is error free. Suppose c of x divided by g of x, if it is this value is 0 but e of x divided by g of x is non-zero value. So at that instant we can say that obviously there is a error in the received code word. Sometimes what happens is, suppose the received code word, the error is divisible by g of x. Suppose the error is divisible by g of x, at that instant even if the received code word is having an error in the destination side, and since it is divisible by g of x, such kind of errors are not caught. That means we cannot identify if the error is divided by g of x, and if we get the value as 0, suppose I will divide error e of x divided by g of x. If it is not identified at the decoder block, and suppose if it is divisible, such kind of errors are not caught at the destination site. Single bit error. If the generator has more than one term and the coefficient of x power 0 is 1, generator has more than one term as well as the coefficient of x power 0 is 1, all single bit errors can be caught. So we will take one example. In the given example, the value of g of x is given and we have to identify whether the single bit error can be caught or not. For each case, what is the error that cannot be caught? So first we will take case 1, so that is x power x plus 1. So in the case of x plus 1, we know that x power I can be divisible by x plus 1. X power I, any value of x power I can be divisible by x plus 1, and always it has the remainder r. X power I divided by x plus 1, that means always it has the remainder r, and and this remainder r will be always equal to non-zero value. So therefore, if the generator function g of x is equal to x plus 1, that can be used in order to identify any single bit error. So x plus 1 can be used in order to identify any single bit error. Next we will take case 2. That is x power 3. So we can say that if the value of I is either equal or greater than 3, then x power I is divisible by g of x. That means x power I divided by x power 3 is 0. And if the receiver, in such cases, the receiver is fooled in order to believe that there is no error, even if there is single bit error that may occur. So we can say that the corrupted bit must be positioned. The corrupted bit can be positioned 4 or above, and all the single bit errors can be positioned between 1 to 3. Such kind of errors can be caught. Such kind of errors can be identified. That means the corrupted bit must be positioned 4 or above, and the single bit error need to be positioned from 1 to 3. Such kind of errors can be caught with the value of x power 3. So next is case 3. That is 1. So we can say that all the values of I make x power I divisible by g of x. So all the values of I that makes x power I, which is divisible by the given g of x. So that means any value x power I can be divisible by 1. So therefore no single bit error can be caught. Therefore no single bit error can be caught. Odd numbers of errors. So the generator with the factor of x plus 1 can identify all odd numbers of errors. So that means we can add the factor x plus 1 along with any generator value. So that means we are not saying that the generator itself should be x plus 1. So we are considering a factor x plus 1 along with the generator value g of x. For example, we are having the generator value as x power 4 plus x power 2 plus x plus 1. So that means x plus 1 times x plus 3, x power 3 plus x power 2 plus 1. So this value x power 4 plus x power 2 plus x plus 1 is the product of two polynomials x plus 1 into x power 3 plus x power 2 plus 1. So that means a generator that contains a factor of x plus 1 can detect all odd numbers of errors. Hardware implementation. We can easily implement encoder and decoder blocks using electronic devices. Hardware implementation increases the rate of check bit and syndrome bit calculation. So here we can consider the divisor has n minus k plus 1 bits. The divisor has n minus k plus 1 bits. Either the divisor is some predefined value, like in the previous case we consider it as 1011, or else all zeros. The divisor is repeatedly XORed with the part of the dividend. Each time the divisor is XORed with the part of the dividend. Only n minus k bits, of the divisor are needed to be XORed, since the remaining bits are 0. So we can observe that in the diagram the broken line always represents bit 0. So here we can write the value of D0, D1, D2 as the value of D2 is 0 and D1 is 1. Since it is XORed and there is a connection, the line is not broken line. So D0 is also 1. So we can say that since if you are writing in terms of D2, D1 and D0, the value will be equal to the divisor bit is 0, 1, 1. So if the leftmost bit is 0, the divisor bits are 0, 0, 0. The design provides the right choice based on the leftmost bit. Augmented data word. The augmented data word as fixed in position with the divisor bits, shifting to the right 1 bit in each time. So at that instant we cannot shift the augmented data word. Instead of that we can shift the divisor in order to align the divisor with the augmented data word. Suppose that if the divisor is fixed, what we can do is we can shift the augmented data word to the left in order to align the divisor bits with the appropriate part. There is no need to store the augmented data word bits. So either we can consider augmented data word as fixed and we can shift the divisor bit, or else we can consider the divisor bits are fixed and we can shift the augmented data word to the left direction. In the previous example, we considered remainder is of 3 bits, that is n minus k bits in general. We can use 3 different registers, each is of single bit, in order to hold these remainder value. Initially we have to consider remainder as all zeros, 0, 0, 0, and at each time we repeat the following 2 actions. The first one is we use the leftmost bit in order to decide the divisor value. After that the other two bits it will be added with, it will be considered along with the augmented data word. So now the total bits is equal to 3 bits are XORed with the 3-bit divisor in order to create the next remainder. So these 2 actions will be repeated in order to compute the final remainder, and in this case the final remainder is equal to 110 and it can be stored within 3 single bit registers. For any queries, please mail me at sadhana.b@canaraengineering.in. Thank you.